welcome back to my channel. I'm Vicky and I love all things fragrance, body care, beauty, and I love a good haul. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you miss any of my uploads. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to pop up real quick, do kind of a first impressions for this new Kayali set. This is the Vacay in a bottle miniature set. So we have 4 new fragrances to the Kayali family. So the 4 of them, there is Marash in a bottle, Orange Blossom 24, Capri in a bottle, Lemon Sugar 14, Maui in a bottle, Sweet Banana 37, and Maldives in a bottle, Ylang Cocoa 20. So I did a quick post about this yesterday on Instagram as I sprayed everything on my skin, let them sit, and I was revisiting them periodically to kind of get a feel for them. So what I will say before I get into I guess talking a little bit more about them, Kayali scents in general, I do tend to give them more grace from after the first impressions, because I know based on my own personal experience, some of these scents don't really start getting to the good stuff until they've been sprayed out and they sit for a little bit. So a true testament to that is Yum Pistachio. That one seemed more fresh when I first smelled it, a little green. And now it's more sweet, fluffy, definitely a 180 difference. I liked it in the first place. I just was like, I'm not getting all that sweet, you know, the sweetness that I was anticipating, but it's definitely gotten much sweeter as it has been sitting. And what else? I thought Eaten Juicy Apple kind of smelled a little bit like air freshener to begin with, and now I'm like obsessed with it, okay? So I saw that to say, for me in Kayali fragrances, I know sometimes you just got to take your first impressions with a grain of salt, because it's very possible that your opinions will change as they've had some time to sit and develop. I apologize if it looks like I'm sweating. It is hot under this hair. This is my hair, but it is hot under here, okay? Here we go. Let me try and make sure they are all tucked in so that they do not fall. So here, see, you're already falling. All right, I need you to cooperate. Please cooperate. There we go. Here are the bottles. I love the colors of this. Very on brand for summer, just colorful. Love it. So the bottles, I think, are super cute. And I picked up 2 sets because I wasn't sure if this was something I felt like, since it's limited edition, we have no idea if they're gonna come out with these individually so you can buy the individual bottles or what. I didn't know if I was gonna fall in love with one and a travel size like this small 10 ml just wouldn't be enough. Okay, first up, Marash in a bottle. Y'all, the orange, so cute. So this is bergamot, orange blossom, pink pepper, Turkish rose, neroli, and cedarwood. Y'all, my initial spray of this, initially I was like, ooh, that orange blossom is so sweet. It's almost intoxicating. And then literally less than 10 seconds later, that pepper, okay, almost had my eyes watering. Like, it was tingling my nose hairs. It was just very, like, it was strong. All right. It almost made me just flat out say it was an absolute no for this. And that's why it's important when you do try a new fragrance, when you spray it on your skin, yeah, get in with the top notes, see how you feel about them, but let it sit, because I was like, this is a 2 out of 10. Highly do not recommend, okay? But because of that pepper, and it took probably 15 minutes or so for the pepper to finally simmer down, and the dry down was just so smooth for me. Like, I ranked this a 6 because of the pepper, but if that pepper wasn't as loud and obnoxious, I probably would have given this an 8, because I love orange blossom. I feel like aside from the opening, this is actually a really nice scent. It's just hard for me to sit in that pepper for however long it decides that it wants to take to settle down, because even though it did start drying down, you can smell the other notes, the pepper itself was still very prominent on my skin. So it did take quite a while for the pepper to relax, relate, release, okay? But I say all that to say, if you don't mind the spice, you probably won't be mad at Marrakesh in a bottle. But if you are sensitive to spice, I don't know how you feel about this. And it's tricky to say if you should try it out or not, because you have to buy the whole set. That's why I kind of wish they were like individual. At least if you sell the miniatures in a set, but give the option to buy a full size individually. And something else I had thought about is, because more brands are getting into fragrance mists, I wouldn't have been opposed to seeing these as like a fragrance mist set. Just saying, okay? So that I sell that to really say nothing, but that was Marrakesh in a bottle. So spicy to me. The pink pepper is peppering. The orange blossom is so good though, but I think it really shines once it's dried down, and it's almost intoxicating on the skin once it's dried down. It's just, you got to decide how you feel about pink pepper. Next here is Capri in a bottle. This is Lemon Sugar 14. We love yellow. It's just bright, uplifting, and fun. So this is lemon, sugar, freesia, raspberry, vanilla, and musk. So I will say, personally, I am not a huge fan of freesia, but I don't necessarily get a florally, I don't feel like the freesia is super strong in here. To me, it's almost like lemon cotton candy on my skin. It's sweet, it's fluffy. I think I saw, I don't know if I was in Burlington or whatever store it was, but I saw like pink lemonade cotton candy. I didn't smell it, so I don't know what it smells like, but I could imagine it might have smelled a little something like this. So I wouldn't be opposed to layering this with Skylar's Boardwalk Delight, since on my skin it kind of smells like cotton candy with like some lemon crystals sprinkled on there. So I'm not mad at the scent. I do think it is quite soft personally, but I suppose if we're talking about the summer and it's gonna be super hot, this might be more of a daytime summer event. So if you're on vacation and you're doing like a morning breakfast or brunch or whatever, I could see this being something you put on. Or if you're just sitting at the beach, I could see this being something that you want to reach for. And then I think Marrakesh is probably more so for those summer nights, you know, going out to dinner, getting all dressed up. So I like this one. I think I gave this one a 6 too. I think I gave everything except for Maldives a 6, because this one a little more soft than I would have hoped it would be. I just feel like I hoped it would have been a little more noticeable. I think this one definitely is going to sit more close to the skin, but we'll see how it actually wears when I do a full wear test. But like I said, I do want to try this with Boardwalk Delight because it does give me a bit of a cotton candy vibe with a little citrus razzle dazzle. Next here is Maui in a bottle. This is Sweet Banana 37. Y'all know it's green. Despite how it may or may not look on the camera, it's green. So this is Sweet Banana, Pear, Coconut Cream, Jasmine, Sandalwood, and Vanilla. I just knew this was going to be the one for me. And I wanted more of that creamy coconut. It is creamy, like, don't get me wrong, but I think personally the jasmine's a little too heady for me. I like more of a sweeter jasmine, and this one reminds me of the jasmine note in Donna Born Aroma Intense. As soon as that jasmine hit me, and I was like, yeah, I think the jasmine's a little too turned up. Maybe the jasmine could have been brought down a little bit. And I'm personally not picking up on the banana on my skin. Like, I sprayed this yesterday on me. I sprayed this today. And I would say the closest I could personally get to banana is if you pick up a fresh banana. You don't peel it, but you pick it up and you kind of smell it through the peel. So it's kind of greenish, but creamy. And then once it dries down, it is more of a softer, creamier, beachier, well, beachy type of floral. But I just wish I was getting more of a sweet banana, since it does say sweet banana. I wish I was getting more of that. But again, we will see how this may or may not transform over the next couple of weeks, because since I did pick up a second set, I do want to like expedite the process on getting some wears out of these to make up my mind if I want to keep the second set. But I am also low-key hoping that they release these individually as full sizes to give us the opportunity to spin the block and just buy individual bottles. It does smell good. I'm just not a huge fan of how strong the jasmine is. So yeah, I feel like I said, I think I gave this one a 6 too. Last here is Maldives in a bottle. This is Ylang Cocoa number 20. And this is rosemary, wild lemon, starfruit, banana blossom, ylang ylang, and coconut milk. And honestly, this is one of those that I was least looking for. Well, I was looking forward to the least. I was most looking forward to the sweet banana and lemon sugar, and then Ylang Cocoa, and then Marrakesh. And I was like, because it had rosemary listed. I don't really know. I don't think I've had a scent with rosemary in it, so I didn't really know what to expect. And usually, well, I don't know how many scents I've tried with starfruit, but I did have, I think Pink Friday has starfruit in it, and I found that it was sour on me. So I was just not necessarily looking forward to this, but this honestly is my favorite. So on me, it's just a beachy floral. Like, it's creamy. There is a kind of, it is slightly tart, but I won't say sour. There's a bit of a sharpness to this. Sharp slash tart, but it is also a little sweet as well. So I'm guessing that's a mix of the starfruit and ylang ylang. And I like this one. This one seems definitely right up my alley for vacation. So I feel like this would be something that is great for laying out on the beach. Because one thing about me, I don't know if you know this or not. If you don't watch my like travel vlogs, and you wouldn't, but one thing about me is I love laying out on the beach reading a good book. So this is definitely something I could see myself wearing to go lay out on the beach and read a book with. So this, again, sweet, tart, a little fruity. This would be good in heat. So this one I gave an 8. This one is definitely more so up my alley scent wise. So I absolutely love that for me. So all in all, those are kind of my first impressions on this Kayali Vacay in a Bottle collection. What I will say is I'm not over the moon about the collection. I don't think, like, scent wise, that it was knocked out of the park for me. And I feel like that's why I said earlier, maybe if they would have gone and ventured into the travel spray route for like the summer, and probably gave us like, I don't know, 6, maybe, well, if we're doing travel, maybe like little 3-ounce minis for like $50, like travel sprays, 4 of them. I might have, you know, been okay with that one. So at the price point, and with me not being wild, that's why I'm conflicted about keeping the second set. So I just want to definitely make sure I wear them, see how I feel about them, if my thoughts change on them, because that is very possible with fragrances. So I'm not gonna say this is something that you need to rush out and get, but what I will say in general, fragrances, pretty much anything is worth trying. You just have to decide if you want to take that chance. And one more thing I do want to say is that I will always say, fragrance is very, very, very subjective. Okay, so it's possible that someone could smell the same scent I'm smelling and they get a totally different vibe, and that is okay. Things can change based on our own body chemistry and the climates that we're in, even though I feel like it's like hot everywhere right about now. But I feel like, again, scent is subjective. So it's possible that someone could smell the sweet banana and actually smell banana. And it's possible that someone could smell Marrakesh and not be offended by the pink pepper. So that's why I say it's important to be able to try things on your own. But again, you have to make that decision if you want to purchase a set and try it for yourself. So I got these from Sephora. So I've never tried to return anything to Huda Beauty, so I don't know if it's also an easy return process. But I know for me at Sephora, if I find that I don't love this first set, the second one still in the plastic anyways, so it'll be quick, easy return process if I wanted to do that. So yeah, if you've tried this, let me know your thoughts. Do you plan on trying this? Now listen, I'm not here to brand bash or whatever. I just feel like, you know, one thing about me, I'm gonna be sipping the Kayali Kool-Aid, okay? That's just, I'm gonna just say that. So, but this is not a biased opinion. I bought this with my own money, and though I am underwhelmed, I do want to give the fragrances a chance to see what may or may not happen with them. So yeah, I guess that's it. So before I start babbling more, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.